This training is made possible by a grant from the Utah State Charter School Board. On behalf of the Utah Association of Public Charter Schools, welcome to our marketing training. Too many schools view marketing as something they do once before they open their doors, if at all, and then forget about it. Every charter school should have an ongoing marketing plan. Even the best schools are going to experience turnover. Families move, students graduate, life happens. You need a strategic plan to keep new students coming through your doors. You can have the most amazing curriculum, teachers, and building, but if you don't have students beating a path to your door, you can't keep the lights on to support those great programs. Every interaction people have with your school is a marketing opportunity, for better or for worse. Teachers, parents, and staff are all on your marketing team. Marketing is creating an image and reputation for your organization. When a parent is asked why they attend your charter school, do they respond with, "Everyone else was doing it"? "I like the uniforms. It was closer to my house." When a teacher talks about your school, do they know why you are special, or was it simply because they were offered a job? Be proactive. Make sure everyone involved knows why you are different so that when they are asked a question, they're prepared to respond. Do you know how you are different from the local school district? Do you know how you're different than nearby charter schools? Can the public identify those traits quickly? Who are you as a school? This is more than just stating your mission and vision. Read the mission and vision of your surrounding schools and identify how you are different. Think about how you want to be perceived and what you can do to highlight those traits. What are you passionate about? What makes you unique? During the first few years of the charter movement in Utah, we had a large concentration of schools open in northern Utah County, most founded on the traditional math movement. As the schools opened with similar objectives, enrollment numbers started to drop. Schools needed to communicate why they were different in order to attract students. Those that were able to quickly differentiate themselves raised enrollment numbers. Too many schools are built with the "if you build it, they will come" mentality. Yes, there are a lot of children in Utah, but if you can't identify why parents should give up a convenient school lunch, busing, and neighborhood friends, you won't succeed. There are 3 critical pieces you need to grow your school. Number 1, logical reasons to attend your school. What do you give families that other schools don't? Number 2, emotional connection to your school. You have to create an experience that will stick with them. And number 3, great customer service. Disneyland is known for taking care of the details and giving you a magical experience. You're willing to sacrifice for it. You need families to have that same experience at your school. There are all kinds of articles and metrics you can research about Net Promoter Scores and customer satisfaction scores, but the idea in a nutshell is that happy customers tell their friends about how great your organization is. Organic word of mouth is the holy grail of marketing. If you deliver a great experience, your parents and students will do the legwork for you. Your strategy should include a marketing funnel. You want to plan activities and promotional pieces for different levels of engagement. You don't meet a prospective parent and start rattling off detailed test scores. You need to lead them along a path. First, you make them aware of your school. Next, you get them thinking about sending their student. Then you convince them it's the right step for their family. After that, you make them a believer through their great experiences. Only then are they ready to advocate for your school in the community. To build awareness, create short documents that spark curiosity. You want to grab their attention so they want to learn more. Consider asking a question on a flyer or a pass-along card. Include facts that prompt curiosity and thought. Always keep it positive. One literacy-focused school started with, "Did you know writing is the best predictor of success in college? Learn more at," and then listed their website. You can grab attention by having a strong online presence. Your school should have Facebook and Instagram accounts in addition to a school webpage. Make sure the pages complement each other. These should be run by administration or the board, not a volunteer. If there becomes a hot button topic at your school, you need to control the message, and that can be difficult with some volunteers. You also need to make sure that any images or names posted are in compliance with FERPA and do not misrepresent the school. You also need to make sure that any images or names posted are in compliance with FERPA and do not misrepresent the school. Volunteers can suggest or even provide content, but have someone with more authority have posting access. Have you Googled your school name? What are the first posts people see? Can you use search engine optimization to make sure the pages you want show up first? Have you tried Facebook ads? These are often very inexpensive and are narrowly targeted to your demographic. Do you have a video of a school tour or event you could add to YouTube? Too often, school sites are directed toward giving information to existing students and completely forget about courting prospective students. Be in places where your potential families are outside of school. Think about community bulletin boards in public libraries, recreation centers, apartment buildings, grocery stores, etc. If you're a new school, walking in summer parades is a good way to get your name out, but their timing can be tricky. Visit Little League games or farmers markets in your area. Do you have a karate studio that will display flyers at their location? You can sponsor activities that prospective families will want to attend. Make sure what you have posted is eye-catching, concise, quality content. Make sure to use hashtags to broaden your audience. Use the same colors and fonts consistently throughout your marketing materials. This will allow your brand to be recognizable. Consider making a style guide for your school, which is a reference for official colors and fonts to keep things the same. As you move on to the consideration phase of the marketing funnel, think about events people can attend. One school had particular success with free lunches in the park during the summer before they had a finished location. You can offer a make and take activity or craft. These efforts take a lot of time, but can have great success when they are targeted to your market. Make sure you focus on what parents want. Studies show that parents are looking for personalization, performance, safety, and proximity. Highlight how your school meets these areas. Promote how your school uniquely encourages parent involvement, teacher innovation, and student learning. Before someone will become converted, they will almost always want to see what your school is like firsthand. Be prepared when they come to your school. Plan a short presentation that covers the basics, about under 30 minutes, and have additional literature available. Answer questions directly. Under-promise and over-deliver. Perhaps have different stakeholders participate. One leadership-focused school had school tours primarily run by students. They made sure to have a board member, administrator, and parent available to answer questions from different perspectives. This not only showed people what was different about their school, but answered questions and built new relationships. Aesthetics matter. When people show up to tour your school, make sure it looks its best. Grounds should be maintained, walkways cleared, have good signage and ample visitor parking. The reception staff should be trained on how to properly greet visitors. Prepare teachers and students on how to respond when visitors are in their classroom, even practicing a few times so it becomes routine. Make sure the hallways are cheerfully decorated with student work. Don't kill the vibe you worked so hard to set. Be sure to avoid mood killers like no parking, not being able to find where to go, or being treated like an interruption instead of a guest. Dirty restrooms, trash in the hallways, or a yelling teacher will change a prospective parent's mind quickly. Unattended or rowdy students, outdated equipment, or classrooms from an episode of Hoarders will cost you that potential student. The best recruitment strategy is a great retention strategy. If you are giving parents what they want, they're going to be loyal to your school. You are never going to meet everyone's expectations, but you can create a school culture that makes most everyone feel respected and valued. Train all staff in good customer service. While no one likes to be told no, the way we are told no can make all the difference. A sincere smile and a kind remark go a long way. No one likes paying a lot of money or standing in long lines at Disneyland, but we all do it because of how they make us feel when we are there. Help everyone understand that you are building a brand and a culture that will benefit all. Keep parents informed about what is going on. Kids are notorious for not sharing about their school day. Prioritize communication. It makes people feel included. And it can save everyone time when they have to access important details. It also gives you a great way to communicate successes. Parents want to know about the awards or grants the school earns because it reinforces that someone else thinks your school is great too. When someone inevitably chooses to leave your school, make sure you have an exit interview. Have a list of questions to ask so you can collect usable data to inform future decisions. If 50% of your students leave because of a move, there's nothing you can do about that. However, if 60% leave because they did not like the curriculum you use, you need to know. Often the state charter school board will specifically ask troubled schools for this data, but they had not thought to gather it. If you successfully complete the above steps, parents and students are going to love your school. When people love something, they can't help but share it. They will naturally become your loyal brand ambassadors. Hearing a glowing recommendation from a friend means so much more than a flyer you get in the mail. Not only is it more valuable, it's also free. Don't spin your wheels trying to get new faces into the school while ignoring those already there. Make sure all your literature, social media, communication, and events hit your 3 main points: logical reasons, emotional connection, and great customer service. You are asking someone to share their most precious possession with you, their child. They need to know you are worthy of that responsibility, both logically and emotionally. When you show that you understand and respect that commitment, you will earn their trust. Some successful ideas to get the creativity flowing include the following ideas. A great specific handout on what topics will be covered throughout the year. An annual report that compares your school's test results over multiple years to show trajectories or compare your test results with those of surrounding schools. You could also compare class sizes. An art show type projects or examples of what your students are producing in class. A multicultural elementary school has a student mariachi band play for events. Hold a summer field day and compete as future classes to help students get to know teachers. Older students can bring a friend to school with pizza provided for lunch. Thank your surrounding neighborhood. When a construction project created traffic jams, one school delivered a treat to nearby doorsteps to thank them for their patience. Charter Schools 101. Don't forget that while you may be very comfortable with what a charter school is, many people still don't understand how it all works. Don't assume they know. Some ideas include the following. Let them know these things so that they understand where you're coming from. All charter schools are public schools. Charter schools are tuition free. Charter school students must take the state assessment tests. Charter school teachers must be highly qualified. Charter schools offer a variety of different curriculum models. Charter schools serve a broad range of diverse students, including low-income, ethnic minorities, and special needs. Make sure to take advantage of local news agencies. Learn which reporters cover education or local interest stories. Invite them in advance to cover your events. Cute kids make great positive news stories. You are much more likely to get coverage when you make the reporter's job easier by providing a press release with all the needed information and photos. In today's economic conditions, news agencies are often short-staffed, so don't be afraid to write the articles yourself and submit it to a news agency. On a slow print day, they will be happy to have an extra article to print. After all this effort to get them to your school, don't give up. Follow up after school tours with regular email updates. Build ownership within existing parents by engaging them in committee work, volunteer hours, PTO events, or fundraising. toot your own horn and make sure parents know about school success stories. Keep the momentum going even when you have a wait list. We wish you all the best in getting the word out about your school.